Hello. Hello. Hey. Hello. Welcome back. Or maybe welcome, I don't know, to the channel. My name is Leopold Morpho, and today I'm gonna be playing a Metroid Zero mission on the Wii U. Because I can't capture GBA footage outside of this. Or I guess the Switch. Whatever. Let's get right to it. I guess. There you go. Tell me if it looks good, by the way. The Wii U has like this annoying dark filter over stuff, but I think it looks fine. I think I edited the video to make it look fine, but maybe what looks fine to me does not look fine to other people. Hello. Let me know if the audio is good also. That's that's the usual problems. Anyway. Metroid Zero Mission, which, as I imagine a lot of you might know, is a remake of the original. I guess, yeah, remake is right? I'm still not super sure of the terminologies. There's like remaster, there's remake. I don't really know. I think this is a remake. It's not really the same thing as the original at all. But the idea is the same, you know? It's been a while since I played the Metroid game. I feel like I vaguely mentioned playing it. Or rather, I feel like I vaguely mentioned playing a Metroid game during the Tomb Raider stream. What? Screen smoothing? Well, just pressing things. Oh no, I don't like that. Some people might disagree. That's okay. I like my pixels to be nice and crunchy. I don't like smooth pixels. No, sir. But yeah. I feel like I vaguely mentioned something about a Metroid game in the Tomb Raider Legends streams. So here we are with Metroid. It's definitely not because I couldn't think of anything else to play. I can guarantee you that. Definitely not. We'll tap to take on a ball form and gain access to narrow passageways. Look, the Metroid thing. We're playing as Metroid, right? That's so easy of a joke, honestly. It shouldn't even exist. I shouldn't even have made it. I should be ashamed of myself, and I am every day. But anyway. This is, like I said, a remake of the original game. This is Samus's lovely retelling of her Zero mission, which, I guess is just what she calls the events of the first game, even though it was not her first mission. And if you, let me just adjust myself a bit here. There you go. Hello. If you've played, or rather not if you played, if you read some of the mangas, you would know. This is not at all her first mission. Also, just in general, you would think that this would be pretty dangerous for someone's first mission, so yeah. I have played this game many times. I really like Zero Mission. I just think it feels really tight to control, and I think it looks a bit nicer than Fusion as well, which was also on the Game Boy Advance. But we have the whole game to talk about that. I guess these you could call kind of hand-holdy if you've played the original or something, but to be honest, I don't mind these little objective guidances all that much, because I feel like it doesn't really take away from the exploring that you needed to do to get there. It, I guess, probably does take away from the... It probably takes away from the discovering something and how exciting that would be for the first time, but I don't think it matters much. But maybe it's because I've played this game multiple times. I love the hat you were wearing in the thumbnail. Have you already given it a name? I never thought about giving it a name. Maybe I should call him something, right? We can call him like Steven or something. That seems like a very stupid name to give to a Metroid. That's fine by me. Hello. How you doing? So yeah, I don't know. What do you want me to say? I'm the streamer, I guess I should be talking. Anyway, I'm playing this on the Wii U. I did briefly mention this on my Discord. But I went to check on my Wii U today, right? I needed to, you know, check to see if the game was working, etc, etc. It's been a while since I used it. I don't play stuff all the time non-stop, believe it or not. But there was a bug inside of the screen of like the gamepad, and that unnerved me greatly. I hated that. I kept trying to tap it to see if I could scare it into like moving to another place. It would not. I don't know if it left. I hope it did. I just kind of left it alone. But it's still in the back of my head, like the idea that there was a bug inside of the gamepad. It's really messing with me. But yeah, I don't like bugs in real life. I did play that cool bug game. I loved it, but that was a video game. In real life, I really don't like bugs. I don't care if I'm the invasive species. Don't want you in my house. Okay, that's what I say to bugs. If I have taken your territory, find another one. If you give it a name, I think you should wear him during the stream. That would be a cool idea. I could do that, but not right now, because that would take a while to, not a while to set up. But I'm slow. Okay, I have no practice. Okay, be nice to me. I'm a potato. Ooh. Furries. Actually, I do like the skulls in the middle. Probably won't stay for long, but just wanted to see you do Metroid stuff. That's okay. I hope you enjoy. Anyway, that's our objective. Also, the door just locks behind you. I don't remember that. That's your objective right there. That's the game telling you, do this, and then you can come here. So, actually, it's kind of funny how they show, not they show, but like during the opening, they have like the sounds of Samus running in the background. Like, she starts already deep inside of the caves, even though she lands her ship at the top. And obviously in the original, they didn't even like have the sound effect of her running or anything, or even the ship for that matter. It wasn't really in the game. But I like that they actually added those little sounds, as in like, oh hey, she came all the way over here. Okay, it's not she didn't just teleport down here or something. But I wonder why. Like I don't know, why not just start me in the surface in this one, you know? I don't know. I don't know why she started where she did in the first game in the first place, but the answer to that is probably it was the first game. So, you like bugs in video games, then you love playing Pokemon Red and Blue. I haven't played Pokemon Red and Blue. It's actually, I feel like unless you are specifically looking for bugs, most of them aren't really gonna affect you in those games, but I like the ones that let me catch Pokemon that I would need to trade to obtain otherwise. So I'd say that's pretty good. There's like a whole list online, you can find it somewhere, of like Pokemon you can catch using a specific glitch that causes random encounters, and like trainers that you have to fight that you get to them. It's great. Missile tank. Missiles are very prominent in the Metroid series. Let's see. Oh, I guess it's pretty straightforward, really. Cannot go there. You can only catch Mew with bugs. Actually, not true. Maybe not the same bug. I don't remember if it's the same bug, but with like a Ditto encounter glitch, You can actually catch like a pretty large number of Pokemon through a kind of random encounter glitch, and it all depends on like the last Pokemon you saw and some value assigned to it. So there's like a whole list online of like trainers that defeating their last Pokemon will give you like a specific Pokemon if you perform the glitch. It's pretty great. But the Mew one is definitely the most well-known, and the one I have used the most in that game. I can't remember. I think, I could be wrong, but I think they actually let you transfer the Mew from that glitch if you catch it in the 3DS version of the game. I think they actually let you transfer that Mew to Pokemon Bank. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that Mew was considered legal. Catch Me Without Bugs goes on to explaining what you must do. Glitch. Oh, I'm sorry. I misread. But oops, it only takes one missile. But, I mean, you can catch Mew without bugs, technically. I don't remember what the methods were. I don't remember what the methods were in the US. I know that in Japan they had an event, but maybe it was like Pokemon Stadium or something. I feel like you got a Mew in Pokemon Stadium if you beat the gym leader castle or something like that, right? I don't remember. But yeah, I did misread, sorry. Gotta go have fun. That's okay, thanks for coming. Anyway, I don't remember now that I think about it how you would go about getting Mew like legitimately in the US. I know there was a way. At least I'm pretty sure there was. Or am I thinking of a different mythical Pokemon from Pokemon Stadium? Or maybe Pokemon Stadium 2? There's some kind of Pokemon that... am I breaking all of those anyway? There's some kind of Pokemon that you could get by beating the entirety of like the gym leader castle in Pokemon Stadium, but I don't remember what it was. I remember that, strangely enough, and this is still a feature that I find cool and bizarre at the same time. I think Pokemon Stadium 2 had this entire game mode, which might also have been the gym leader castle, like after you defeated it the first time, I'm not sure, that would give you the ability to have one of your Pokemon remember a move. So it was like the earliest move reminder in a Pokemon game, from what I recall. But it was like horrible, because not only did you have it to go through like an extremely lengthy game mode to get to it, but I cannot wall jump. Why can I not wall jump? Have I forgotten how to wall jump? I guess I have. But yeah, not only did you have to go through a pretty lengthy game mode, but it would also only work for like, obviously Pokemon that you actually had on a cartridge, not rental Pokemon. And even then, I think there were few limitations, and there was only one move for one of those Pokemon too, so. And I don't think it could be like a Pokemon that you cloned to Pokemon Stadium from one of the cartridges. You had to actually be playing with the cartridge, so it was kind of a big pain. But it's interesting that they had it to begin with, honestly. It's cool that they added that, even if it's extremely inconvenient, and I would not recommend anyone do that. At least it wasn't a bug like this that was on the Wii U gamepad. It was just like a very... I don't know what you would call it. It's like a very small, featureless bug. Oh, isn't that lovely? Give me that. Charge Beam. Charge Beam was not in the original Metroid. So I guess they gave it to you here with a boss that was not in the original Metroid? Anyway, it's useful, I guess. Definitely, but really required, I don't think. I could be wrong. It's most useful for this. I feel like this is something not many people talk about in Metroid. You can jump with a charge beam like this, and it essentially works as like a pre-screw attack, where it's only one hit, but you will kill whatever comes in contact with you. It's great. I use it a lot. But I feel like people don't talk about it that much. I'm pretty sure it was present starting from Super Metroid, which is where the charge beam first appeared, if I'm not mistaken. As far as my experience with the Metroid series is concerned, which is not something I've talked about in the past, but I'm talking about it now. I've actually played all of them with the exception of Prime 3 to completion. Have I talked about that before? Maybe I have. I did begin playing Prime 3, but I was just tired of playing Metroid Prime at that point, because I had just finished 2. So I didn't finish it yet, but not because I didn't like it or anything. Bomb. And I am including like spin-offs, like even something like Metroid Prime Pinball I have played. I actually really enjoy Metroid Prime Pinball. I think it's a really fun pinball game, and definitely, at least in my honest opinion, much more controllable than Mario Pinball Land. As far as like mascot pinball games on Nintendo consoles go, I still think Kirby's Pinball Land is probably generally a better game. And obviously Pokemon Pinball is pretty great too. But I did play Prime Pinball and I really like it. Speaking of Pokemon Pinball though, I really wish they would bring it back. I really wish they would bring Pokemon Pinball back. You don't have to have all of the Pokemon in it, but if you could actually catch every single Pokemon in it, just have like a very massive pinball game, I would be very okay with that. I'm just saying. That would be pretty great. Is this all there is here? Is bugs? It's just to teach me that I can get rid of the bugs with the Morph Ball, I guess. The Morpho Ball. I can't turn into a ball. I feel like it would break my bones. And also, I have some, musculature that would also probably get in the way. But yeah, I would like to see more Pokemon Pinball, man. I don't know why randomly I'm talking so much about Pokemon in like a Metroid video stream, but I would not be opposed to more Pokemon Pinball. Pokemon Pinball Ruby and Sapphire is still like one of the most fun pinball games to play. Can I just not wall jump in certain surfaces? I feel like I'm doing it right. I'm definitely doing it right. I can do it consistently over here. Oh well. Can't go up there. More footballs. Oh no. I did not consider what I was saying very much, did I? No, I did. Ooh, map room. Obviously not in the original, though. Fun fact about this. If I'm not mistaken, one, that this map is garbage because it doesn't show you hidden areas, which is what most areas in a Metroid game are composed of. But I guess that's a good thing, right? You don't want all of the game's secrets to be revealed, right? But fun fact about the original Metroid, I guess, and maps. It had the original Metroid, if I'm not mistaken, had an arcade release at some point. I'm not sure in how many regions it was released, but I'm pretty sure it had an arcade release or something, and it had like 2 screens. And the top screen just showed like a partial map of the first area of the game, which is, it's really rudimentary looking. It's just like a bunch of random letters and the stuff that are supposed to represent like the rooms and the doors and the stuff, but it's super cool that they even released something like that to begin with. And it's like I guess the first official Metroid map, unless you count like a strategy guide or something, but like the first one that was technically accessible in the game, so that's pretty cool. I always thought it looked Pretty cool. It's just unfortunate that it does not contain the entire game's map, because I would have loved to see all of it in that kind of style. Just for novelty's sake, not for any useful reason, I guess. Hello. But still, it's pretty cool. You should look it up if you're interested. Okay, now it just wants me to go to the next area already. I like the bird people in the background. Can we talk about, like, Elsa bird person on the right there? Are you okay? That blue skin color is not looking too good. I'm a sucker for game maps. I am too. I especially like game maps, like partial game maps are fine too, but like, you know, stuff like partial or even just full game maps that are like on the manual of older games, stuff like that is so cool to look at, because like usually it is drawn in like a specific styles for the manual, right? It's not just like a literal interpretation, so to speak. And just in general, reading like little fun facts and tidbits in the manuals or reading about the enemies, that kind of stuff has always been fun to me. And then every game company like promptly removed the game manuals from existence, and I still bemoan the removal of them to this day, to be honest. It wasn't that long ago. I guess the Wii U and the 3DS both have game manuals in like digital format, but the Switch doesn't have any, and I don't think other consoles do either. I don't remember seeing any manual in the PS4, at least. There's maybe a few games that include like a web page that kind of acts as like a quick play guide, but nothing more than that. And that's just so depressing to me. I want manuals back. They are so cool to look at. It's like, I don't know if nobody read them and that's why they stopped including them, or they felt like if people wanted to learn how to play the game, they would just look it up or something. But I miss game manuals, and I definitely think that if you, like, especially for indie devs, like those indie devs that actually release like physical games, like in limited run games or something, that have manuals with them, you guys are like the coolest. It's super cool to look at those manuals, and they put a lot of they usually put like a lot of thought and the character into them, right? Especially in a situation like that, because it's straight up just for the flair at that point. It's not really because you actually wanted to inform the player of anything in particular, not out of necessity at least. So they just look super cool. And I'm having a lot of trouble picking that. I could come back here later, but I'm gonna try anyway. It's mostly these bugs. Can I blame the bugs? Today is the day where I am angry at bugs, so I'm gonna blame the bugs. They don't even drop anything. Like, at least drop health. Can I just bomb jump up there? I don't remember how to do the bomb jump in this game. But I did it pretty easily, so. Don't remember in which game it's... There is some to the Metroid game, I don't remember which, where doing bomb jumps is essentially impossible. At least infinitely. I don't remember which it is, though. Not this one, obviously. Oh, now I'm failing at it. Piss off! I misaligned. Oh my god, I hate them so much. Oh, I misaligned again. How did that not explode? There you go. I just, no. I hate these. I really hate these. This is the most annoying enemy already. It's almost like the devs specifically included them to stop me from getting this item right now, but that's not gonna stop me. Look like I am. Casual. Get out. Get out. Get out. Ah. I feel like I vaguely remember getting trapped into one of these holes in the original Metroid, actually, and you have to do like a very weird exploitation of the bomb physics to get out of it in that game. It's annoying. I actually did briefly, I think I even talked about this in the past. I did briefly consider trying to get the best ending in the original Metroid game on the channel, like on a stream, but never came around to the idea. And that's not even because like I didn't have any practice with the map or something, because I did, but now it's been so long since I played that I kind of forgot like the path that I was gonna take, so I'd have to do all of that again, but maybe someday I still will. I just kind of lost interest, I guess. I did die like in the final boss a few times during some attempts that I made, so that probably discouraged me a bit, I imagine. Ow. But it was nothing too bad. Let me just get that. I'm not leaving without getting that. Also, you can heal on these, which is very convenient. In the original Metroid, and in a lot of them, just in general, like in Super, and probably in Metroid 2 as well, they have like these pits that essentially respawn infinitely, like this one hit to kill enemy. And they're essentially like your health recover place. But I mean, I'm fine with also just having a regular health recovery place, to be honest. I don't think it makes that big of a difference. It just cuts down a bit on the grind, but even grinding on those pits usually doesn't take very long. Grinding on those pits. But even that doesn't usually take very long, to be honest. They usually drop health pretty frequently. The only problem is when they start dropping like ammo when you need health or health when you need ammo, and then it just gets frustrating. But that's with any video game, I guess. Excuse me. You grinding those pits more, for goodness. Goodness, I would never. No, sir. I am a good pure and innocent space cat. And I mean, you can tell that I'm a good and innocent and pure space cat because I'm in the space. And I am also definitely not getting lost because this is my home town. I was born in Planet Zabas. That's not true. That's not lore. I'm just saying things. Anyway, what's up here? Before we move on, I want to know what's up here. I cannot go up there yet. Pretty sure there's like a little hole to prevent you from going there. I feel like I could if I bomb jump well enough. But do I have the patience to? Maybe I do. Maybe I do. Oh no. Oh no. Sequence break attempts begin. Although it's kind of hard right in the middle. Because of that. I forgot the name of those enemies. I don't remember the name of all of them. There's one called Zoomer. There's an enemy called Zoomer. That's all I remember. Bug holes are kind of annoying. Yeah, they're in Super Metroid. They made them a bit better because there's like these holes that spawn multiple bugs, so you can essentially just get like a lot of health and ammo from the one. But I think they're fine. They're not the worst. But if you're trying to beat the game quickly and you just desperately need health, then they are an inconvenience. Ow. Metroid games usually give you a lot of different endings depending on like vaguely different endings, not really like story changing different endings, but you know, they give you like different screens depending on how quickly you finish the game. The Game Boy Advance Metroid games probably have the most of those because they have a lot of like these really cool anime style illustrations, as we're gonna see at the end. Because I'm gonna get one ending, not all of them, but I will get one. And it's just fun to try to see all of them. I like Metroid Samus Returns endings if you're using the fusion suit, because they make reference to one of Samus's like forms in the original Metroid. That's pretty cool. It usually depends mostly on completion time, which means that as far as I'm concerned, I give up. As far as I'm concerned, unless I'm specifically trying to go for one of the best endings, I'm not usually going to achieve that. Because I'm not very fast at playing these, in case it's not obvious. At playing anything, I guess. But it's fun. Once you know about the game and you know like the paths that you have to take, I have to admit that it's a lot of fun. At least I find it fun. I'm sure there's people out there that don't like it that much, but I find it pretty fun. They're usually at least short enough where it's not too difficult, at least as far as the 2D games are concerned. The 3D games are a bit longer, but getting the best endings and like the hidden endings in the 3D games and the stuff usually entails getting all of the items rather than completing the game too quickly. So they do adjust to the longer games by giving you different requirements for the, you know, the best and the hidden endings and stuff. But in the 2D games, for the most part, it's like based on completion time. Is this not where like the it totally is. I'm pretty sure this is where the Varia suit is. I doubt I'll be able to get up there, but I might as well try. They really try to stop you from doing that. I go here? Oh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Calm down. Oh wait, it's blocked up there anyway. Okay, well, I guess I can't. I feel like in the original you might be able to. I could be wrong. I feel like I vaguely remember leaving the... Yeah, there's the bug holes right there. I feel like I vaguely remember leaving getting the Varia suit like before fighting the final boss or something like that, or going around the tunnel to the side here to get to it. To try to get the best ending, something like that. Obviously, the layout of this game is too different for me to be able to use the same strategies, but I remember some of it. Can definitely make it in there, though. Or I can just fall down here. This does not bode well. Actually, this is okay. This is draining my life a lot slower than I thought it would. I feel like I remember that being a lot faster. Yeah, see, it's not that bad. It doesn't take too long or anything. This is okay, 10 HP. It's fine. She will live. point of the area up there? Like, why can I go around? Is it for an event later? It might be for something later. Yeah, I imagine it's for something later. Let's just go to where we're supposed to go, I guess. I actually, as far as controls are concerned, and I'm sure, like, you know, Super Metroid fans will disagree, and I don't think they're wrong necessarily. It's definitely a few more of a me thing. But the way that the Game Boy Advance Metroid games control is like the best to me. As far as like the 2D games are concerned, like the older 2D games. I don't have anything against how stuff like Samus Returns or Dread controls by any means, but as far as like these older ones, I don't like that the Super has you having to press a button in order to dash. It always bothers me because there's some parts where you have to press a button to run, press a button to jump, and then press a button to shoot. And at the very least, they had enough foresight to let you remap the buttons in Super Metroid, so it's not that bad. You just have to get used to it. But you don't really have to press a button to dash in this one. It just happens automatically, especially once you acquire the speed booster, which is in this game, even though it was not in the original. So just a lot better, at least to me. I'm sure someone would disagree. Someone would say that you have like less control over it. Maybe not that many people though. I don't think generally these games are like seen as poorly controlling or anything. If you press the L button, you aim diagonally, and then you just press down and you aim downwards diagonally, so it's better than needing two shoulder buttons for it. Plus, I also feel like the switching into like missiles and stuff works a lot nicer too. But again, maybe that's just me. Oh, I like this. Hello. Samus, every time... Oh, hello. You kind of look like my eyeball. Every time Samus is in an elevator, it just looks like she's not thinking of anything. I love it. It's like she's either got like way too much on her head, or she's got absolutely nothing on her head. It's great. Am I talking too much? Chat? I did eat before streaming, so maybe I'm more high energy than usual. I don't know. Maybe I'm just excited to be playing Metroid. It's been so long since I played this game. Zero Mission, I mean. It hasn't been that long that I don't remember what happens in it. But it has been a long enough time. Ah. I'll do it. I'll do it. Yeah. There is no nothing that can stop someone that is dedicated enough, except for the things that can stop someone that is dedicated. Sound pretty excited. That's not bad though. I guess it's just the sugar, even though I did not eat sugar before streaming. I was eating something salty. You know, you need that sodium in your life before you go on the internet or something. I'm sure that holds true to someone, right? Where does this take me? This is not where I'm supposed to go, but I don't remember where this takes you. Where the heck am I? Okay, it just went through Brinstar. Okay. Oh, I see, I see. I know where this is. I remember this area. This was one of the first Metroid games that I actually played kind of for real, I guess you could say. And this area, for some reason, always sticks out to me because I remember thinking that maybe I wasn't supposed to be here yet, even though this is very much a place that you're supposed to come to. And I remember kind of freaking out about falling in the water and being afraid that I wouldn't be able to go back. So this is definitely something that has remained in my memory for a very long time. It's a cool area, honestly, and you get one of the most I guess unexciting, while at the same time being one of the most enabling as far as the movement in the game goes, power-ups in the entire series, which Samus just kind of has in some of the games without it being a power-up, but you know, it would break some things in this game, I guess, so fair. It's nice though. It's not the most exciting thing in the world, you know, it's no power bombs or something, but it's great. I don't know I'm in the water killing all of these, by the way. I guess just in case there's an item down here. I don't know if I'll be getting all of the items, by the way. Maybe I will. There's some fun challenges for some of them, and there's obviously some pretty difficult ones too, but it should be okay, I guess, if I don't leave too many things behind. We'll see though. I don't know. I know that the game shows you like an item collection counter when you see the credits for the first time, but hello. Unknown item. I think this is the only game that does unknown item. Maybe it's not. I mean, we'll get to see what they are eventually. Analysis inconclusive. Item incompatible with current suit. For our purposes right now, though, what this does is it enables us to kill these. So, you know, that's all that really matters, I guess. I don't think other Metroid games do like item incompatible screen and this stuff. Maybe I'm wrong. I do like how this game ties into the eventual future mythos of the series, because I guess at this point this is obviously a remake from the first one. So they actually added some things in the story that explain, I guess, why Samus can't do certain things in this game even though she can in the others, and like some of the mythos surrounding her suit, which is pretty cool, and we're gonna see more about that, but no, I'm not gonna get too ahead of myself. I do like the amount of like statues and the stuff in this place, so it looks really cool. It reminds me of the time when we just kind of assumed as common knowledge that all of the bird people were dead, which would definitely not turn out to be untrue later in the series. Definitely not. Anyway, here's the power grip. It's the simplest thing in existence, and yet I love it. Grab and hang from ledges and corners. That's all it does. And yet I think it enables for the platforming to be so much more fun in this game. I really do think it does. So you could say the power grip is one of my favorite power-ups in this game, even though there's definitely, even down to like just Metroid Fusion, which was the game that came before this one in the same console, Samus can just hang on to things just by default, but you know, let's not think about that. Let's just enjoy it here. It's just fun. It's just fluid. And here we got you our lovely ship. It lets you save in it. It also heals you and stuff. Very Super Metroid E, this area here. Which I guess fits. That was the first game where you got to actually like be able to go to the ship and you landed outside and the stuff. So it makes sense. But I just like how it looks. It looks very similar to it, which is nice. Now we're back here. Let me go back. Maybe there's some item or something. I don't want to just skip the stuff I could potentially get. Now I'm gonna have to go back to the other side, but that's okay. It shouldn't take too long. I don't want to just skip stuff because I feel like if I do, I'm gonna regret it later. I have to backtrack through like everywhere. There are a lot of backtracking on this one. Not too much. There is still its fair share of backtracking. It is still a Metroid game. But since for the most part the game kind of guides you, it's not too bad. And the game also just has like these paths that wrap around to the place where you have to be at, like this area that I was in just now. That just led me back to the area with the water, which just takes me back to the elevator. So there's a lot of this like convenient design to it. I feel that just kind of wraps you around through like a new corridors to the place that you have to be, even if it's a place you've already been to before. So it's not too bad, no. At least that's what I would say. You know, opinions may differ. Oh, is this speed boost? Yeah. I don't know why I remembered that, but I did. Yeah, I guess there's nothing then. This is just a place for us to come back to later. If we wanted to, it might be entirely optional. Don't really remember that well. Anyway. And yeah, it clearly doesn't just point you to the next place you need to be in and like that's it. I clearly had to like go around in order to get the stuff that will enable me access to that place to begin with. I wasn't really playing the Metroid series back when Fusion came out. I know that while there were a lot of people that enjoyed the Fusion, there were also quite a few people that were upset at how linear Fusion was when compared to Super. Or I guess the other games just in general, and I guess that's fair. It was like the first game to come out after Super. That was 2D. After a decently long hiatus for the series as well, so. And like on one hand you have 2D Metroid game that is, you know, what you would expect, collecting power-ups, big maze. But it's a bit more linear, it gives you a bit more direction, it has a lot of dialogue. Fusion has a lot of talking in it. And on the other hand, you have Metroid going into 3D, but it's first person, and people were iffy on first person because first person shooter, and every game is turning into first person shooter, and yada yada. So I imagine it was a pretty tumultuous time for Metroid fans back then, but I think Fusion is a really fun game. Obviously, most people that play the Prime really like the Prime, and I think Prime 1 is probably still one of my favorites. I don't know which one is my favorite Prime game. I want to say Prime 1. Have not played enough of Prime 3 to talk about that one in too much detail yet, but I enjoyed what I played. I enjoyed... honestly, you can be angry at me for this. If you're like a big fan of Prime and you don't like 3 or something, that's okay, but I kind of like the motion controls in 3 because it kind of adds a little bit of fresh air to essentially the same mechanics from 1 and 2, but there's a bit more to them, there's a bit more action. I think they're fun. Just because I had played the 2 by the time I started 3, I had just finished 100%ing 2, and I didn't dislike 2, don't get me wrong, but I thought it was way too... not repetitive in the gameplay sense, although I guess you could say it was because of the light and dark mechanic in that game. So you end up going through a lot of the same areas. Also, the game has a very severe lack of warp points, which... not as bad as Prime 1, but... you know, I feel like Prime 1's world was a bit easier to get around. But... just repetitive in, like, its mechanics, because at the point you're playing Prime 2, you've essentially experienced most of the things that it introduces in Prime 1, and it was not lost on me that a lot of the power-ups in Prime 2 and a lot of the, like, the new visors and stuff were essentially, like, reskin from Prime 1. But they were calling it something different. Like, that was not lost on me. And, I did really like the setting and the music, but I felt it was too similar to the first one. So when I started playing 3, I was like, oh, this is something different. And you get to play around with the ship as well, which I enjoyed. I don't know how much that's gonna be used in Prime 3, but just the fact that you can actually, you know, incorporate the Samus's gunship into the gameplay more than just it heals you and it lets you save the game was pretty cool, I think. But again, haven't played enough of it to really have any solidified opinions on it. I also rather like Prime Hunters, though. So, like, technically speaking, as a game, Prime 1 is probably better. But I really like Prime Hunters for, like, personal reasons. So maybe Prime Hunters is my favorite in the Prime series. I don't know. It's hard to say. Ice Beam, which this time we don't have to dispose of. In the original game, you had, like, the ice, the plasma, and the wave beam. But you could only have one of them at a time, so there were multiple of them scattered throughout the overworld. And if you know your Metroid, you probably know that you need the Ice Beam to beat the game, so... it was kind of unfortunate having to go from, like, the Wave Beam back to the Ice Beam in that game, in Metroid 2 as well. What did I do? I didn't want to do that. But... nah, Super Metroid fixed that. And this game too. Should I go up or should I go that? Let's go up. Maybe it'll loop me back around anyway. I feel like this is very quick to get to the Ice Beam in this game, but I actually think in the original Metroid you get the Ice Beam even faster, so maybe it's not. It just feels like something that would come way later in the game for some reason. Maybe I'm just thinking of fusion and, like, the ice missiles. Or it wants me to go back now. But the game is like, oh, if you have to backtrack, well, this... we're gonna tell you, I guess. I don't know. It wants me to kill Kraid. I don't want to kill Kraid. I like Kraid. I was very excited. I was one of the people that was excited when they brought the Kraid back in Metroid Dread. People are always talking about Ridley, and, like, I understand. It's a cool character, it's a cool design. It's also kind of metal, like, I get it. And it's in Smash now, I guess, but I like the Kraid, and he was, like, one of the 2, you know, original space pirate commander, so why does he not get as much love as Ridley does? Like, give my boy Kraid some love. You know, he's cool. So I was very excited when they brought Kraid into Dread, and even more excited when I discovered the secret way to beat Kraid in that game. That was really cool. Ooh, don't want to go in there. That's hot room. He's so silly though, those spike belly buttons, but that's what makes him cool. He has like a big tumor. And it has spikes, and he shoots those at you. Like, that's what makes him cool and unique. I'm assuming there might be stuff up there. Let me quickly go back there just to check. But yeah, it's his silliness that makes him cool. Also, don't tell me that if you didn't happen to come across like a gargantuan reptile looking spike belly, big mouth looking thing inside of a pool of lava in a cave, don't you tell me that you wouldn't be terrified, because you would be. I would be. And I am from space, so that's proof. Everyone is as big of a coward as I am, I guess. I don't know. This wall kind of looks like Metroid. Ironically liking him, I understand. I don't ironically like him. I think he's cool. It's not like Crocomire, where it's like, yeah, the goofy thing that you push into the lava. Haha, he's funny. Like, it's not quite like that. I just actually like a Kraid as like a boss. I don't know why people like Ridley as much as they do. Like, as far as, you know, liking him as a character in the Metroid series, it's okay. I definitely understand that. I mean, more in some more internet creative ways is what I mean, I guess. Like, he's not really the type of character that I would look at like that, you know? If you know, you know. If you don't know, you don't wanna know, I guess. Oh, I guess there's nothing up there, or I can't get to it yet. Like, I don't get to liking him like that, you know? He's a little too extra for me, I guess. I think Crocomire's cooler, to be honest. How dare you? He's just as, if not more, derpy. Will not have this Kraidless behavior in my chat. I'm just kidding, obviously. But you know, just in case there's like a new viewer or something, I threaten my audience. That's not true. That's not true. If you're a new viewer, don't listen to what I'm saying, like, ever. He's a cute melting chicken with 8 eyes, but the fact that he is essentially just a chicken is what makes him derpy, no? You just shoot him and he goes, eh. His screams are probably also very memorable. I'm sure there's some kid that played Super Metroid back when it first came out and was probably very terrified of Crocomire's yelps. I like his jump scare. I will tell you that. I like a Crocomire's jump scare. He has great sense of humor. But, I don't know. No, I don't want easy sleep. I tend to have insomnia. Sleeping is not easy. I'm offended that you even implied that. I did not think I would be harassed by a Metroid game today, but here we are. Even in death, he trolls you. It's great. Like, the amount of people I've watched, even Void himself, that I've watched, like, oh, I guess I defeated him, and then he just pops up on the other side of the hallway, right? And then just disintegrates. Like the amount of people that I've seen go through that part and be like, oh my god, it's not over, I'm going to die. And then he just poofs away. And then it's like, at that point, the person is no longer safe. At that point, they don't know if the thing is gonna try to come back a third time. It's pretty great to watch. Well, yeah, Void played the Super Metroid. I think I talked about that. He actually beat it. He had fun with it. Then he played Metroid Prime. He didn't like it that much. I feel like we talked about that before. I guess it's understandable. Definitely not the easiest to navigate the game, which was like his biggest issue with it. Like, I get that. But I didn't have a problem with it. Void played Super, yeah. He had a lot of fun in Meridia in the water part with the quicksand. He did not have the gravity suit when he got there. And I hadn't played in a while, so I couldn't really remember where it was. But he also didn't want me to like just give him the answers to the stuff, understandably. So he just struggled with that area like a lot, with the quicksand and with the slowed down movement in the water, until eventually I'm pretty sure like we looked up where the gravity suit was, because he was just not, it was just not doing it for him, you know. I think that's how it happened anyway. It's been a while since he played, but that was a lot of fun to watch. And then I watched him play Prime, and I was having a lot of fun too. But then he was like, I don't want to play anymore. And I was like, okay, well, there's nothing I can do about that. You know, you could make the argument that I could technically force him to play the game, but I'm not gonna. Doing that is not gonna make him like the game more. Like, even if I want to tell myself, like, oh, when he gets to this area, he's gonna like it. Like, that's not gonna excite someone. That's just gonna frustrate them if they don't want to play it. So I was just like, okay, that's okay. I am disappointed, but I understand. Sounds like One Piece enjoyers. Average One Piece enjoyer. Is it average or is it normal? Sanest One Piece enjoyer? It gets good after episode 600. You need to watch at least to episode 50. Oh man. There was a time when I would have enough time in my life to binge watch anime, like an entire afternoon of watching nothing but like an anime, and just consume that one thing for like a week. And of course nothing stuck in my head when I consumed it like that, but you know, it was still enjoyable as like its own experience. But I don't have the time, or I think the patience to really do something like that anymore. I guess you could say that I have too much patience now. I've been me and Void, we've been watching Pokemon one episode a day, sometimes not even that, for the better part of some 4 years now, and we're still only in like we're currently in Pokemon X, Y, and Z. And we haven't even watched all of like the specials yet. The cool specials like that focus on the other characters that were in Ash's party, or sometimes just some of his rivals. We watched some of them. Not all of them, because they're annoying to get a hold of and I'm lazy. But we'll get around to that at some point. But yeah, we've been watching for a very long time now, I guess. But I'm fine with this. I am not in a rush. Other people might have already given up. Maybe some other people are actually watching it as it releases, so they actually have to watch one episode per week. That is something I've done in the past. I've not watched any like new anime in a pretty long time, but I've definitely had my fair share of waiting for the next week for a new episode. But for the most part, it was like kind of short running anime, like 13 episodes, 24 episodes, something like that. So the wait was never that long for me. Mostly because most of the longer running things are usually like action of some kind or shonen, and I'm just not usually into those. And then there's like some older anime that are not in those genres that I have watched, but obviously because it's older, I didn't really get to follow it back when it was releasing, so don't really know what that experience was like. But I really enjoy slice of life. It's probably the genre I would enjoy the most. Like slice of life and comedy, I don't think you can go wrong with that. I want to rewatch Azumanga Daioh. I have not watched it in a long time. Kind of waiting for the Pokemons to slow down or something else so that I can watch it with Void. I think that could be fun if I can convince him to watch it with me. I'm not sure if you would like it, but he doesn't have to. I can watch it by myself. But if he watches a few episodes, like, and just gets a taste of it, maybe that's enough to get him addicted, you know? But it's been a long time since I actually sat down and like just watched anime, like for a long extended period of time. How do I get up there? I don't remember. I'm just kind of going around now, chat. I'm backtracking for items, but I'm also getting lost along the way, so bear with me. I honestly have no idea where you are. I'm back in the first area essentially. Like here. I am here. Do you know where we are now? Good. I guess I don't know, get used to walking around in these. I think it's just a skill, not even really a skill, it's just like a second nature that you develop when you play enough of these types of games. It's funny because if I'm playing like a Zelda game, if you've watched me play Zelda games, you probably are very aware of that. I usually stop and pause the game like every 5 seconds to look at the map so I can be sure of where I am. But if I'm playing a game like this, I can usually just kind of look at the map and be like, oh yeah, I go through that door and then I go through that room that I remember and then I go here and that's it. That's what I need to get to where I want to go. And it's not as much map opening. Still a lot of map opening, but not as much. You would think that this would be like the more complicated game to get used to, but apparently not. Apparently not, according to my brain. We all know to have our doubts as far as that one is concerned. I don't know until when I'm gonna play this, by the way. Like, obviously until I finish it, but I mean, in this specific stream, no idea. I'm just kind of going until I get hungry, I guess, or something. We'll see. Maybe I can defeat Kraid. Technically, there's Kraid and Ridley. And then there's the final boss, and then there's some other stuff. But I don't know. I'll keep going until I feel like it's a good enough part to just stop. How does that sound? I wanted to stream this yesterday. I feel like this is something I say every stream. I wanted to stream this yesterday, but... And then I explained this, something that happened. But yesterday, we actually had a guy here cleaning the sofa. Like, he was doing that thing with that machine that is kind of like a vacuum cleaner, but not really. I have no idea what those are called. And that was mesmerizing to see. That was a lot of fun to see. Although it did take 4 hours. It took essentially the entire afternoon, because by the time he was done, they already had to start cooking and stuff, so... But it was fun to see. It was very fun to see. The way that thing was cleaning, like he would just... You know, run the nozzle through a part of the sofa, and they would just come out looking like a completely different color, where he just like ran the thing on. That was satisfying to see. It was also scary to see, because you know, you don't really think about how dirty something is until you clean it. So move your fat ass out of the way. Oh, I've been bird blocked. There's that. Move, Dad! I want to go in there. There's always an excuse. Cleaning is always an excuse. Should always strive to clean. Vertical colonoscopy. Oh no. I don't want to do that. No. I don't want to be on the doctor's end. I don't want to be on the patient's end. I'm just gonna leave. He can move when he wants to. If that's what I have to do to get him to move, then I don't want to. This also serves as a nice little shortcut, I guess. I do mean little, but you know, I'll take it. Okay. Shouldn't be too difficult to get there. This is essentially the game saying that's where you have to go figure out how to get there. I'm okay with that. Yay. I love how much missiles, like, it never feels like you're gonna use as many as the amount the game gives you. Until you fight a boss, at which point I usually actually run out of them. Missiles in Metroid are fun. Missiles in Metroid are kind of what taught me in video games to not always be super conserving with your ammo, because before I actually played a lot of Metroid games, I used to be like very stingy with ammo in games in general. And although that's still like an important thing that you have, like to be able to manage, I am a lot more lenient than I was on the past. Sometimes to my detriment, most of the times I'm fine. I do usually save ammo for like bosses and stuff. Some people, I'm not naming names, but you know, certain dragons, certain space dragons might say that defeating the boss quickly is doing a disservice to the boss. But I say, if I can defeat the boss quickly, then I will feel like I have won more than I actually did, and I will feel better about myself, so it's okay. If the boss dies in 2 seconds, that just means that I was better than him at every facet of life, and I'm comparing myself to fictional characters way too much. Kraid. normally called Kraid's Lair, but this time it's just called Kraid. It's a he. I think it's okay to take your time with bosses if you want to, but I just feel satisfying. I just feel like it's satisfying being able to beat them quickly. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. I doubt it's just me, though. Speedrunning is fun. Even when you're just doing it casually, it can be very fun. And now we're at the Super Smash Brothers music. This music just equates to me to that horrible Metroid stage in Melee. With Kraid in the background. He's the only redeeming factor of that stage. Everything else is... I hate it. I wouldn't mind playing Melee at some point. I've played Smash Ultimate a bit. On a particularly sad video, but... I wouldn't mind playing some Melee, I guess. I like finding a strong drop and getting overpowered for a bit. Yeah, that's okay. Like when I was playing Tomb Raider, I did actually do the time trials for that game, by the way, for Legends. They were very fun. They were easier than I thought they would be, but maybe it's just because of my expectations of those. But the game did crash multiple times when I was doing those things, like multiple times. Sometimes it would crash when I tried to grab a ledge. Sometimes it would crash right at the end of a level. So it was probably not the best viewing experience unless you just wanted to watch me struggle through no fault of my own. But it was actually fine. But when I was playing through the time trials, I discovered the shotgun, and I discovered how much I like the shotgun. Which should not be a surprise, because I tend to like them in games usually, but I really liked the shotgun in that game. And then I unlocked infinite ammo for it. So that was fun. I didn't actually get to use it, though. By the time I unlocked it, I was already done with the game. But that was nice. If I ever go back to that, I might actually just mess around with the cheat codes. But for now, I'm done with that game pretty much in its entirety. Wait, I thought I was supposed to freeze one of those guys. Guess I can just do that. So you 100% did it. Any plans for playing the other two? Actually, I probably will, but I don't know when. I'm not gonna say it's gonna happen too soon. I don't want to just play too much of one thing. But I don't know, probably at some point I will, definitely. At least, probably, maybe not definitely. But that would be fun. I'm into the idea of playing Anniversary and Underworld now because I really enjoyed Legends, which is more than I can say about most of the Tomb Raider games I've played. No offense to fans of the franchise or the franchise itself, I just struggle with it. But yeah, probably I will. On top of the fact that watching Void play... Ooh. I have supplied power. On top of the fact that watching Void play Prince of Persia is just making me want to play more games from that era, which those 3 games are from that era. Actually, it's kind of funny that me and Void ended up both playing a game from a trilogy that essentially served as a reboot for a franchise that already existed, that was known for precision platforming, that both released at around the same time too. So that's you know, the Tomb Raider Legends trilogy and the Prince of Persia Sands of Time trilogy. That was not intentional, but I like these coincidences in life. Whoa, 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 whoa. That was not expecting that. Ow. Please don't sook me. Ah. How am I supposed to fight this thing? It sooks me every time I'm up here. Rude. Oh, am I supposed to hit it from here? That's... Oh, I see. Oh, I have to make it hit the block. I see. Ah, there you go. Got it. I love how the bosses in this and in Super, they get progressively more and more red the closer you come to defeating them. It's a very nice way of having essentially a health bar without having a health bar, on top of the fact that it just really puts you into that frenzy of, oh, they're very red now, they're almost dead, I just have to land a few more hits and stuff. It's just nice. It's a nice vibe. I really like it. Okay, what's in here? There's been the synergy, definitely. Definitely the most synergetic. Except for the people who are more synergetic, but we don't talk about those. You know. Why would I want to talk about someone that is better than me? That's a joke. Oh, hello. Not the most exciting prize, but I'll take it. Wait, I was talking about Melee before. I'm starting to feel like my general streaming kind of how would I go about putting that? My general streaming conversation layout, I'm sure there's a better word for that, but it's essentially like Morpho goes on a random tangent about something that may or may not be related, and then he remembers that he's playing a game and talks about that game, and then he goes on to another tangent about something that, again, may be unrelated, but that's okay. I honestly have fun kind of talking about these random topics, and it prevents me from getting too quiet or too sleepy, for that matter. So that's all right. I'm learning slowly as I go along, and also just in general remembering, because my stream output has been very low recently. But I was talking about Melee before, and I was talking about the Samus stage, and I'm gonna be honest with you, Chan. I don't like many of the stages in Melee, actually. A lot. It has some good stages. It has some really great stages. It has Temple. It has the Great Bay from Majora's Mask, which is one of my favorite stages in Smash, just in general. But it also has a lot of stages that I despise in the entire franchise. The Kraid stage, I like the Kraid. Everything else about that stage is trash. Fourside is trash. It's like we finally get another stage that represents like the Mother series, and it's not only a very bad stage for the character that represents that series, because Naz and Lucas both have trouble recovering in that stage, but it's also just in general not a fun stage to play on. Yoshi's Island I absolutely despise. everything about that stage makes me, like, hate. The stupid slanted pipe, I hate it. The stupid slanted platform on the other side, I hate it. The spinning blocks are a nuisance. Just everything about that stage. I love the theming. I think it looks really cool. I love the idea of playing a Super Mario World ROM hack or something that looks like that. But the stage itself is hot trash. And I am not going to apologize for that. I hate that stage. And there's probably a few more that I'm forgetting. Probably for the best, at least as far as I'm concerned. What was the Kirby stages in Melee? You have like you have the Fountain of Dreams, which is fine. Then you have another one, Green Greens. I hate Green Greens as well. The blocks that get on the side are just inconvenient. They don't make things fun, they just make things inconvenient. Wispy Woods also, you know, blows the wind in that stage, and it does the same thing in Dreamland on the Nintendo 64. But it's way worse in that stage, and I don't like it. I could probably keep going with more stages I don't like in Melee, but you get the point, I imagine. There's a lot of stages in Melee I don't like. Oh no, Salty Morpho. I'm just saying it how it is. I'm not claiming that my opinion is the, you know, the only right one, even though we all know deep down that it is. That's not what I'm saying. But I just can't help but notice it every time I'm playing Melee and I'm trying to have fun. I usually like just picking random. I usually just like going to random stage. Random character is also fine. Although Melee doesn't have like a random character. Not in the traditional sense, I guess. But a lot of the stages in that game are just so unfun for me. I don't like Poke Floats either. I know a lot of people want to see Poke Floats come back. Why do you want Poke Floats to come back? That's an absolute nightmare of a stage for any character. And it's just kind of purgatory feeling, in my opinion, at least. It always kind of has been. Like, why is there a bunch of random, like, almost stasis Pokemon floating through the sky with people fighting on top of them? It's just scary and nonsensical, and I don't like it. I just don't like it. I'm sorry, but thank God it never came back. Okay, I'm just kidding about that part. It could have come back. I don't have a problem with it coming back, but I don't like it as a stage. If it comes back, that's fine. I don't have to play on it, but I don't like it. Anyway, that's our second unknown item. As expected, for now it just lets us heal blocks. It's okay, Morpho, we forgive you. Oh, it's okay. I can forgive other people for having bad opinions on which stages in a Smash Brothers game should come back. They did not bring back Rainbow Road in Smash Ultimate, and I'm still salty about that, and I'm gonna be salty about that until the day I die. Because it was a good stage, and I missed it. Even though I could just boot up Smash 3DS, but that's not the point. A stage that I kind of really like that they never brought back, and like I get why, because Melee has the Metroid stage that doesn't have a crate in it, that is kind of the same thing. But I always liked the Zebes stage in Smash 64 because the background always looked really cool to me. And they never brought that back. And, like, you know, it's not the most unfortunate thing ever or anything, but I would have liked to see it again. Now that I think about it, a lot of the stages in Smash from the Metroid franchise, they're like very similar. There is acid or lava and it rises and you have to get to the higher platforms kind of idea to them. There's nothing wrong with that, but it does make me appreciate the stages like Frigate Orphean a lot more, especially with the cool anti-gravity that stage has. I don't know where they took that idea from. Metroid Prime does not have anti-gravity when you're fighting the Parasite Queen, but I like it, so it's okay. I don't have a problem with it. It's cool. But a lot of the Metroid stages are very similar if you think about them like that. It's like there's lava and there's a platform, and you have to avoid the lava using the platform. I feel like that would be do you think that would be a cool thing to do someday? Just as like I have nothing better to do kind of thing, not as like a, you know, some kind of feature Morpho stream EM, but just as like a just kind of for fun kind of thing. Do you think I should rate the Smash stages? Do you think I should do like those other YouTubers? Do you think I should make it like a tier list? I rate every Smash stage, and then I give them funny names to the different tiers in the tier list. Do you think that would be cool? I wouldn't mind doing something like that. I think that could be relatively entertaining. You already did the Smasher passes. I mean, yes. But that one was with Void. The Smash one, like Smash stages or whatever, I would have to do by myself, because Void has no knowledge of like any of them. So it would just be me. But maybe that would still be fun. I could do something like that someday. Don't think I would be making many friends with that, but maybe there are some based people out there that can appreciate the stages like Hanenbo. Not to be confused with a similarly named series about a cannibal. That's not what I'm talking about. Do I do this? I just... Oh, okay. I didn't think that would work. There's something at the end over there, but if I didn't pick it, I'm just going to assume that it's because I couldn't. This feels like where I would come back from something, not really to go somewhere, so I'm not gonna go. Where am I now? Guess I have to get down there. Oh, this is a good song though. I cannot hate this song. I don't think anyone should be able to. It's a very nice song. Metroid music in general, I feel, is maybe not like the thing that most people think of when they think of like really cool, nice to listen to video game music, but I really enjoy Metroid music. It's very good for when you're just kind of like hanging out. Like if I'm drawing in the afternoon, Metroid music is very good. It just puts me into the kind of mood that helps me draw better, I guess. So I'm just back here. I just went in a big circle, basically. Yee. I think Metroid 2 is a pretty underrated OST, I guess you could say. It's, you know, not the most complex thing. It is a Game Boy game, but the song that plays in like the first area, nobody ever talks about that song. It's awesome. It's like a strangely upbeat song for a Metroid game, but it's a really good song. And the Samus Returns remixed it in a nice way, in my opinion, too. Oh, I see. So I like that. And also just in general, like the little blips and the bloops that some of the underground areas of that game have as like background ambience are also really nice. I also really like them, so yeah, I would say that people sleep on the OST of that game more than they should. So I can understand why. So, you know, I don't have unreasonable expectations. I just think, you know, if you can give it a chance, keep an open mind about it and stuff, I think it's a pretty good soundtrack for a game. I think it really fits the vibe of that game just in general. So give me just a moment, chat. I'm gonna get something to drink. As soon as I'm able to get out of this part, at least. I've changed my mind. This is not how you get out. Why am I drawing a blank all of a sudden? I've just been here. There you go. Ah, get out. Okay, there you go. I'll be right back then. Just a moment. Don't go anywhere, or do. I can't tell you what to do with your life, man. Okay, hello, I'm back. That feels a lot nicer on my throat. But yeah, I think probably doing like Kraid up to Kraid and then up to Ridley and then the rest is probably a good way to divide this if I'm looking into dividing this, which I usually am because I just cannot stream for like super extended periods of time, I guess. But that would probably be okay, I think. So I think I'm gonna go with that. But yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying also the what is it called, the Prince of Persia Warrior Within that Void is playing. I had never seen that game like be played for like extended periods of time before. Like I've seen a few snippets of it, but that's it. It's really fun looking, honestly, and because I was talking to Void, he said he never played Sands of Time, which I know that chronologically came before that game and is also like a very oh, that was fast. I thought it was gonna take more hits than that. It's also very well regarded as a Prince of Persia game. I'm kind of thinking about maybe playing that. I'm not sure. I would actually have to get the game, but hello, Raid the Coon is here. Can I defeat you from below? Like in the... I probably cannot, but... We were talking about Crocomire earlier, right? And that actually reminded me. Crocomire is actually in the data for this game, like as an unused boss. So that's pretty cool. They did plan on including him in this, which would have meant that it would have been in not just the Super Metroid, so that's pretty interesting. But I guess they decided against him in the end. He's pretty unfinished, from what I understand. Like, he is not... like, you have an idea of how he would behave. He would be pretty much essentially exactly like he does in Super Metroid, but his coding is not finished. So... he doesn't react properly, or he doesn't die or something like that, but it's interesting that they even planned on including him to begin with. And it really makes me wonder if maybe he would have played like a larger role in the franchise, you know, going forward after this game as a whole, if that was the case. But I don't know that he would. I'm not sure. He's not one of the space pirate commanders. At least I don't think he is. I'm not really sure what he is. Oh, there you go. That was not too bad. Goodbye. I will miss you dearly. I only got to see you very briefly, and I already miss you a lot, actually. Can you not like him? Look at him. He's the perfect form. This is the ideal male body that the media has been telling you about. This is it. This is the truth that they don't want you to know. This is it, chat, okay? It doesn't get better than the speed booster. Which means that the speed booster... Oh god, it means the speed booster puzzles are gonna start. Well, that's, you know, they would have to begin eventually, but... We'll get to choose some of those when we have to, I suppose. If I get all the items. I really feel like I should. I feel like part of the fun in a game like this is doing some of the challenges, like some of the harder challenges. So yeah, I like how the shine spark in this game does not damage you, by the way. That's always kind of something that bothered me in Super. Like, why does the shine spark damage? It's just annoying. Like, I can imagine why it does, but after having, like, you know, played games where it doesn't, it's just inconvenient. Like, you get used to just the shine sparking everywhere. That was useful. No, nothing here? Okay. I don't know why I would even break that. But I can. I like that these things hurt you after they die because their eyeballs fall. The eyeballs are very corrosive. Ah. Oh, this is already taking too long. It's already ruining the excitement of the speed booster, Morpho. Come on. Hey, there you go. I was very happy when they brought the speed booster back in red. Not that it was like you know, that unexpected, I guess. But it was nice to see it again after so long. And there were some really good puzzles with the speed booster in Dread. There's some of them that I really enjoyed, and they actually used the idea that you can shine a spark diagonally more than I thought they would, which I also appreciated a lot. Oh, does this hurt me? This is hurting me. Ow. Don't do this. Yeah. Ah. Of course I did. Of course I did. There. The wall jump really makes sections like these a lot easier. While in Super Metroid, the wall jump was like required, and the game actually taught you about it. In this game, both the wall jump and the shine spark are like completely optional, and the game is not gonna tell you how to perform them. I feel like the timing for the wall jump is also a bit less lenient than it was on Super, and on Super it was already troublesome enough to do so. But it really helps you get the things done faster, and it's also just satisfying to use when you can pull it off. So I would recommend you get used to the timing of it and stuff. Ooh. Oh, jeez. Oh, I see. I thought I game over there for a second, and it went into the death cutscene. I was like, oh, I thought I had a lot of health though. But no, I overreacted a little bit. Who ever heard of Morpho? Overreacting, please. I never. There you go. Not too bad. As I thought, this was just a one-way room. Quote unquote, one-way room. But I tried to see what is up to the left there. I guess we could. Ow. Wait, what? Oh, interesting. Don't think I'm supposed to go down there now, but interesting. There is something there. Do I just go there from like here? Oh, it is. Do I want to chew? No. No, I don't. I don't think I do. I don't know if I can get the Varia suit yet. I think I might need the high jump for that. Could be wrong. What's up with that? Maybe you get there from here. Ooh, hello, you're a big boy. Oh, you kind of look like a Terraria something. For some reason, like all of the little eyes and stuff looks very Terraria to me. Not very difficult to defeat, as long as you spam missiles. Oh, hello. Okay, well, let's try the room across, I guess. And, then I'll see if I can get the Varia suit. If not, well, this place is not gonna disappear. Actually, that's something I hold a lot of praise for the Metroid, the series, just in general. It does not really have anything in it that is like permanently missable in the regular 2D games. And then the 3D games, although there are some scans that you can miss, like some enemy scans or some object scans, it also does not have any like missable items, like any permanently missable item. No Metroid game, to my knowledge, has like a single permanently missable item, which is, you know, it takes a lot of work for you to do something like that, I imagine. Like, to make not only this gigantic beast of a maze, of a map, but also to, you know, make sure that you're not placing anything in a place where the player might not be able to reach after a certain point in the game. I have a lot of respect for that, and I think it's a lot. I think it's very impressive to this day, honestly. So yeah, I wish Zelda games could be a bit more like that. It's not common for you to come across like a perma-missable in a Zelda game, but it happens sometimes, and yeah. As far as the scans are concerned, I do become a bit paranoid with them when I play a Prime game. I do like to scan everything. I like to get like a full 100%. The good thing is that you don't need to scan anything on like subsequent playthroughs of the same save file in those games, because all of the scans remain. So if you missed anything, you can just start like a New Game Plus, I guess, and just get the remaining skins that way. It's not called the New Game Plus, by the way, but I don't want to. It bothers me. Hello. Here we have some little green winged Wario arms and a goblin, a gargoyle. That's a whale-looking ship. Okay, it doesn't look more like a whale anymore. It kind of looks like something you'd see in Mega Man ZX. Oh, hello. But yeah, you know, just saying, what was I saying? What was I saying? What was I talking about before I got in the elevator and then saw the cutscene and then I got distracted? By, oh yeah, the scans. Usually it does worry me that I'm gonna miss some in the game, so I usually do pull up a list of like, oh, which scan can I not get again? And even if it gives me exactly what I have to worry about, I still worry myself about the fact that I might miss something, so yeah. Generally speaking, I just tended to take a long time playing Prime, because every time I get into a new room, I'll pull up the scan visor and I will look around at that room for like 10 minutes before actually doing anything else. So yeah. Maybe that would not be the most fun thing to watch. Maybe if I'm playing like a New Game Plus, maybe I could be playing Hyper Mode or something. I'm not sure I'm good enough to play Hyper Mode, but maybe that. Because then I already have all the scans. Maybe that would be more enjoyable, but not like from zero. Not from zero, because I would want to get the scans. And I would drag it out for way longer than it would have to be dragged out for, and yeah. I thought they Maybe I'm thinking of Super, where that's actually a hidden wall. Thought they had included one in there. Ah! Oh, hello. Oh, okay. I was briefly excited. Oh wait, is this a thing I can go in? Oh, it is. Is there something here? Oh, there isn't. I don't think. Yeah, well, let's see. I would like to try that room up there again. That I can't zoom in on this. At the very top, the little corridor. I think that's where the Varius suit is in the original. It's in a room similar to that anyway. It has like a... The top of it is false, and you can go up on it, and you need the high jump, and you go into a room, and it's there. There's like some of those blocks that crumble when you step on them in it. I'm pretty sure that's it. They here? Yes. I just forget how fun it is to just kind of flip around in this game. And especially since a lot of the power-ups just give you like even more movement options, it's just a game that becomes more fun to traverse the farther in the game you are. Which, especially for a game that does not have any like a quick warps. Some Metroid games have some quick warps, a lot of them don't. For a game that doesn't, I think making the movement itself engaging is very important. Which sounds pretty basic, I guess, but I don't know. I just wanted to raise it for a bit, I guess. I don't know. Hello, can you not die? There's a save room right here, I guess. In case you wanted to restart after this room. I don't know why you would want to, but there you go. That's not too bad. I don't think I can get up there, though. Not like this. I don't think even a wall jump would help me here, unfortunately. Can I have you go up there? Maybe I can have this thing go up there? I don't know. If the blocks are not in the way, do you think it would eventually line up? Maybe. I guess it's worth a try. Oh, there you go. Oh, look at that. As long as it doesn't come back down, it's fine. Hey! Yay! Yay! You can just bomb jump up there. I guess I could use it again, but I'm pretty sure, yeah, it's gonna explode. Wait, is it not? Huh? Oh, there you go. Oh, I almost fell. I would not want to do this again. Let's just wait for the block to come back in. Yeah. Ooh. I'm having trouble with this all of a sudden. Yeah. Ah. Just grab the ledge. Nah. Nah. I did exactly what I didn't want to do. Okay, well, we can try again. I don't remember if this game has the grapple beam now that I think about it. I want to say no, but I don't know, does it? I don't usually succeed much with the grapple beam, but it is cool. Is that too high? Oh no. Okay, it's fine, it's fine. I think I'm pressing it too fast. Okay, let's wait for the timing. Wait for the timing. I really want to get up there. Might actually just be easier to angle the morph ball into it. Yeah, yeah. Is this a Varia suit? Oh. Oh. Ooh, wait. Ooh, wait. This is fine. Yes, the bugs helped me. For once in my life, the bugs have helped me, and I reward them with that. What is this then? What is this gonna be? Oh god, the anticipation. There's an energy tank down there. I don't want it. What I want the most right now is to not die here. Might be easier said than done. Oh, come on. I can't die after all the trouble it took me to get here. Something up there? No. Oh boy. Wait, can I just Oh, okay. Okay. This is not as bad as I thought. Let the bugs eat the ball. There you go. Not me. Don't do that to me. Is this Mario suit? Yes! Yeah! Oh, I can't believe I actually did it. For no reason whatsoever. I think that's a sequence break. I think it is. Yeah. It might not be that big of a sequence break, but I think it's a sequence break either way. I'm proud of myself. Oh, yeah. I'm also proud just of having remembered that the Varia suit was here. Oh, man. It was worth it. It was worth, like, the extra 20 minutes or something that I spent trying to get here. And now I can go under the acid and stuff, and in high heat areas. I'll take that. Wow, guys, only one energy tank left. Absolutely, there's only one left, and there's definitely not more. There's definitely not gonna be a second row to the energy tanks up there. What are you even saying? But let me go back to Kraid's lair and get the stuff that was under acid over there. And then we can end it there, I guess. I don't know, why not? I also forgot that the super missiles were in Zero Mission. I'm needlessly happy about this. I'm just so pleased. I am just so pleased with myself. What do you think this feels like in the Varia suit? Do you think this is like nice and comfy and like warm and snug? Or do you think it feels uncomfortable being under all this acid? I don't know. Don't think I can bring the little bugs down here with me, so might not be able to get past this part. Can I? Can I bring you with me? Oh, I can! Oop. Look at that. That's the kind of puzzle I'm talking about. This is just cool. You know, this is just really fun. It's creative. How can I not like something like this? Oh, it's so cool. I'm sorry. I know I'm rambling, but I just love this kind of stuff in games. It's such a creative way to use the mechanic too. Like, how can I not like something like this? Is this gonna point me to the same thing? No. It's actually pointing me somewhere else. That's a really cool puzzle though. Actually, I should check under the acid in here as well. Don't think there's anything, but yeah, that's just where I came from. Okay. What about this? Isn't there supposed to be enemies coming out of it? Now we're back here. Is there any other place I can go to? I don't think there is. Could be wrong. There was a high heat area in Norfair, yeah, but I'm not gonna go there now. I can probably shine a spark to some things in Criteria, like where the ship is. I guess I could do that, sure. If I'm not gonna go to the area I'm supposed to be going to right now, I might as well just explore around and see what I can find, right? Again, it will help not to clutter up with too much item collecting at the end. So. But if I want to get to Criteria, I have to go to Norfair. I mean, I guess I could, just a little bit. Sure, I'll go to Kraid's Lair, though, first, like I said. Let's go there first. It shouldn't take too long either way. If I don't die to bugs, it's not going well. Not dying to bugs is not going well. Goodbye. One thing ooh, hello. Yeah, I didn't know you persisted through the screens. One thing I hated about the original Metroid is how the enemies can hit you when you're inside the door, and you can die because of that. It's a relatively common issue in that game, actually, and has caused me to die more times than I would be pleased with in that game, so an annoyance, but I mean, what are you gonna do at the same time, I guess? This is not where I want to go. I don't know if it's like limitations or if it was like made that should be like that specifically, where the enemies will like hit you through the door. It's really hard to say. I would assume it's limitations, but I don't know. let's just appreciate the music a little bit. Oh. Well, that's all you get, I guess. That's all the appreciation you get. Okay, where is it? It's right there. Okay. What secrets does the underground acid? I think this is acid. I don't think this is lava. What secrets does the underground acid pool hide? Hopefully I could go here. There's nothing here. So just you failed to make the platforming up there, I guess. This might actually be something that needs the gravity suit. Oh, no it isn't. Oh wait, yes it is. Yes, no? Oh yeah it is. It wants you to like, yeah. Wants you to crawl here to do the shine spike. Okay, well never mind. Not something I can do right now. Oh, I see why these blocks are like laid out like this then. I think that's it. I think that's all I wanted to check here, yeah. Okay, well let's just go through the surface then. Let's I guess we could check out that heated area maybe? I don't know. Ow. I think this is a sequence break at least. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you are supposed to get the Varia suit through needlessly complex methods for an item that you need for progression. I don't think that's the case. Out. Well, whatever the case is, we got it. Ah! I forgot they explode when they reach the ground very violently. I think there's like, isn't it in Super Metroid where instead of exploding they burrow onto the ground and the little pebbles that they throw out when they're burrowing actually damage you? I just thought that was like a neat little thing. Like, it's essentially the same enemy with the same behavior, but you know, they're not kamikazing anymore. It's just nice, I guess. It made me wonder if the intention was that originally they were meant to be burying themselves instead of exploding, but then in Zero Mission they're just exploding, so I'm not sure. They could definitely just bury themselves in this game, but I don't know. It's fun to think about, I guess. At least it is for me. It's fun to think about, like, just in general, properties of enemies or behavior of certain things in the game, like of certain aspects of the game that might not have actually been intentional, or that started as something that wasn't intentional, but then they decided to keep it, or even just, like I think Lakitu in the original Super Mario Brothers, his behavior that he has in the game is not actually what he's supposed to do. There's code for him to behave differently, and it would actually make him a lot more threatening in that game. But because of like a glitch, I think he does not behave like how he's supposed to. And, you know, that essentially created like not only a very memorable enemy, but might have actually helped in the success that Super Mario Brothers had with the casual audiences, because I feel like a lot of people were already afraid of Lakitu in that game, but if he was throwing spinies at you in the, like, the way that he's actually supposed to be in the data, I would not be surprised if that discouraged some people from playing the game, because it's like very good aim that enemy has in the data. Like, I would not be surprised if that discouraged some people from... That would have discouraged some people from playing the game all the way through. And at the same time, it kind of makes me think that I would not be surprised if just in general Nintendo saw that as like a problem and was like, okay, maybe we should make it so that this enemy does not behave so ruthlessly. And I don't know, maybe the glitch happened and they were like, actually, it's fine to leave it like that. This is a bit more preferable. This is a bit more friendly to the player. So maybe they just kept it like that on purpose. Maybe they were aware of the glitch. I don't know. It's interesting to think about, though. There's a lot of like really interesting things that come from that. And of course, people kind of like immediately jump into the, oh, it was a glitch. It was not intentional. But I wonder, you know, I don't know. Who knows? Maybe it was not unintentional. Maybe even though it was a glitch, maybe they were aware of it and they just decided to leave it like that, you know? You never know. I feel like there's some stories about situations like that happening in games where what was essentially a quirk of the game's code turned into like a feature. So, you know, there's always that possibility to consider. And I just think generally it's a fun time wondering about those things and wondering how much a tiny little difference could have changed in the general scope of games like that. Maybe it wouldn't have changed anything. Maybe it would have changed a lot. Who knows? I don't think I can go there through here, though. Can speed boost, but no, I can't because water. I think where the ship is, there should be stuff I can break. Maybe here as well? Not sure about that. This does not look like enough space. Oh, it is. Okay. Well, maybe here as well. Okay. What have we got here? There was something up there. Oh, okay. I need the screw attack. Definitely won't be getting that until like the end of the game. But maybe there's more stuff in there. Ooh. Ah. I was really excited for a second. Can I make it up there with the wall jump? Oh, I can. Do they help me in anything? Not really. That's a yellow door. I can't open that either. It also... Another thing that I guess impresses me about these games is that even though you very much can sequence break, and the game even kind of encourages it to a degree, it never actually breaks anything in the game's progression. And like, I think in one situation where there might have actually happened, they actually took it into account and left like a little secret message in Fusion, I think. At least typically it doesn't break the game's progression, so it's very cool. They very obviously put like a lot of effort and thought into like how they design these places. It's not just big gigantic maze. And that's just kind of impressive. Like the amount of time you have to spend to do something like that and actually make it come together in such a precise way is almost mind-boggling to me. So yeah, very fun series, I think, to analyze in a design kind of sense. Not that I necessarily will, but it is. Oh, do I not have enough space? Is this? Okay, no, it ain't. Maybe that was like a speed booster breakable blocks, but no. I don't have enough space to run there, though. This might have actually been another dud. Yeah, there's not enough space here either. Yeah, that was just a dud. Well, I tried at least. You can't fault me for that. I'm just gonna go to the save point, and I guess we're gonna end it here. Before I decided that there's another area I want to check out. It was fun though. I don't think I got anything, but I got to see some stuff that I'm gonna get. So, we have knowledge, and the knowledge is power. I guess that's as positive as I can be. Nah, but it was fun. I think it's part of the fun of these games is like going around and seeing what you can and can't get. Some people might disagree, that's okay. Not everyone is into backtracking, but that's gonna be it for this stream. I hope you guys enjoyed. I am enjoying playing this so far. Even do a little bit of sequence breaking, you know, it might not benefit us entirely, but it's fun. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you would like to, you can join my Discord. You can subscribe. I thank you for that. Sorry for the lack of frequent streams recently, but that's just how life goes sometimes. I've been at least trying to do at least one every week, not counting voids as a stream. But you know, we'll see how things go. But still, thank you guys for your patience. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for having fun. I hope you had fun. And I'll see you guys in the next stream where I'm gonna be playing some more Metroid. Probably, maybe something else. You never know. Probably Metroid, but sometimes I just randomly decide I want to play something else. But we'll see when that happens. I'll see you guys there, I hope. But for now, bye bye.